The morning sun streams through the window, its light casting gentle ripples across the room. I sit quietly on my meditation cushion, my breathing calm and measured as I prepare for the day ahead. Later today, I will be giving a Dhamma talk, a sharing of the Buddha's timeless wisdom, about the essence of enlightenment and the realization of nirvana, a state of freedom here and now. But before stepping into that role, I find peace in this simple routine of stillness, contemplation, and quiet preparation. In daily life, it's easy to forget the true nature of our minds, the clear, boundless, and pure element that exists beyond our fleeting thoughts, emotions, and sensations. Often I observe myself and others as we move through our days, caught up in moments of joy, frustration, desire, or discontent, responding to each wave that touches the surface of the mind. Today, as I prepare to speak, I remind myself that this is the way of things, mental formations, or citta sankhara, continuously rising and falling. Like ripples spreading across the surface of a vast ocean, they arise from causes and conditions, flow for a time, and then dissolve. Yet the ocean itself remains. The talk I will give today focuses on this truth, that our minds are not the thoughts we think, not the emotions we feel, nor even the bodies we inhabit. The Buddha taught us to see these conditioned phenomena for what they are, impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not truly us. The body ages, aches, and eventually dissolves into dust. Thoughts appear and disappear like clouds drifting through the sky. Emotions, joy, anger, sorrow, flare and fade. All of this is natural, like waves on a vast sea. The trick is not to fight them, not to cling to them, but simply to observe. As I eat my breakfast, a simple bowl of rice and vegetables, I reflect on how I have simplified my life over the years. No longer attached to rich foods or indulgences, I find immense satisfaction in what is humble and pure. My health, too, has changed in ways I once thought impossible. Chronic illnesses that I carried for years faded away, healed quietly as I shifted my habits and my understanding of what the body truly needs. It is not in seeking or consuming more that we find fulfillment, but in letting go of what burdens us, whether it is excess food, unnecessary thoughts, or the false belief that we are these fleeting mental and physical conditions. After breakfast, I take a walk outside. The air feels cool and refreshing against my skin. I pause to watch the wind sway the leaves of a nearby tree. In moments like this, the world feels alive and interconnected, yet utterly still. A thought comes to me. This body, too, is like the tree, temporary, a tool of the mind, a vessel through which learning takes place. It is not me. The real me, if such a term can even be used, is the mind itself, a pure knowing element, free of form, empty and boundless. The Buddha called this sunyata dhatu, the element of emptiness, or nibbana dhatu, the element of nirvana. By the afternoon, I sit at my desk, reviewing the flow of the talk. I think about the listeners who will come, some curious, some skeptical, others simply seeking relief from the burdens of their lives. For many, the Dhamma is new and abstract. Terms like anatta, not self, can feel unsettling because they challenge the way we see ourselves and our lives. But I will speak simply, in a way they can relate to. This body is not you, I will say. This mind is not you. You are something far greater, far purer, a nature that has existed before all conditioned things. I will offer a simile. The sound of my voice is like a soap bubble surrounding the mind, a ripple that touches the surface but is not the essence. The mind is the still, clear emptiness within. As the hour of the talk draws closer, I feel no nervousness, only a quiet joy, the kind that comes when sharing something precious. The hall fills with people, the soft hum of conversation gradually subsiding as I step forward. I begin by reminding them to listen, not with their thoughts, but with their hearts. Incline your mind to follow, I tell them. Do not listen to memorize. Do not try to think your way through the Dhamma. Simply allow the sound of truth to ripple within your mind. The words flow naturally. I speak of the cycle of suffering, samsara, and how our ignorance entangles us in it. I speak of the middle way, the path beyond extremes of pleasure and pain. I remind them that all conditioned things, whether form or formless, happy or sad, are merely phenomena, something, not self. I guide them to observe their own experience in that moment. The sound of my voice, the sensations in their bodies, the thoughts that arise. Can you see that none of this is you? I ask gently. Just observe. Let the mind answer on its own. For some I can see it, a flicker of understanding. Their eyes soften, and tears begin to flow. The sound of truth resonates deep within them. It is not my voice that moves them. It is the truth within themselves awakening. Others sit quietly, reflecting. That is enough. As the Buddha said, suffering is to be understood. There is nothing to fix, nothing to cling to, only truth to be seen. When the talk ends, I bow and silently offer the merit to all beings, seen and unseen. May they, too, find liberation. As I leave the hall and step into the twilight of the evening, the world feels quiet again, a quietness that is both within and without. The breeze is cool, the light fading gently into night. My mind rests in stillness, clear and pure, like the original nature that it is.
Spread far and wide to reach the consciousness of all spiritual guides. The leaders of nations, the leaders in all domains across the world. Come forth and listen to the Dhamma of Master Tira, the nameless monk. Let us unite as one, declaring our resolution to manifest Buddha mind. Together let us help spread the essential teachings of our Master. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu เขาสัจธรรมแห่งความเป็นพุทธะได้ต้นน้อมความรู้จงแผ่ออกไปให้ไพศาลถึงทุกดวงจิตของผู้นำทางจิตวิญญาณผู้นำประเทศผู้นำทุกด้านทั่วทั้งโลกจงเข้ามาฟังธรรมะของพระอาจารย์ที่รักและไร้งามจงมารวมใจกันเป็นหนึ่งประกาศตั้งสัจจะเป็นจิตพุทธะช่วยเผยแผ่แก่นธรรมพระอาจารย์ด้วยกันเถิดสาธุสาธุสาธุ Come forth and listen to the Dhamma of Master Tira, the nameless monk. Let us unite as one, declaring our resolution to manifest Buddha mind. Together let us help spread the essential teachings of our Master. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. ขอให้ธรรมนี้ได้กระจายเข้าถึงคนทุกคนบนโลกใบนี้บารมีแห่งธรรมอำนาจบารมีแห่งแกนธาตุอำนาจบารมีแห่งสัจธรรมแห่งความเป็นพุทธะที่รวมเป็นหนึ่งอยู่ในต้นองค์ความรู้อำนาจบารมีแห่งพระพุทธเจ้าทั้งหมดตั้งแต่อดีตองค์แรกเริ่มจนถึงองค์ปัจจุบันแม้แต่อำนาจบารมีแห่งพุทธะที่ทุกดวงจิตได้ตั้งสัจจะด้วยอำนาจบารมีทั้งหมดที่บริสุทธิ์นี้จงเป็นเหตุปัจจัยส่งผลให้ธรรมะที่พระอาจารย์ที่รับพระไร้นามนี้ได้กระจายออกไปยังทุกช่องทางนี้จงเข้าถึงจิตของคนทุกคนบนโลกใบนี้จงสลายอวิชชาในจิตของคนทุกคนบนโลกใบนี้อย่างลึกลงไปถึงแก่นธาตุของจิตของทุกดวงจิตทุกคนทั้งที่มีชีวิตและไม่มีชีวิตให้แก่นธาตุแห่งจิตทั้งหลายได้ตื่นขึ้นมาได้รู้แจ้งต่อสัจจะธรรมว่าความจริงว่าทุกสรรพสิ่งที่เป็นเพียงอาการทั้งหลายไม่ว่าจะเป็นนามธาตุหรือรูปธาตุทั้งหลายล้วนแล้วแต่ไม่ใช่เราไม่ใช่ของเราทั้งสิ้นล้วนแล้วแต่ไม่ได้มีตัวมีตนอยู่จริงทั้งสิ้นอวิชชาทั้งหลายจงสลายเมื่อไรไปสิ้นเถิดให้แก่นธาตุได้ตื่นให้ต้นธาตุทั้งหลายได้รับทราบด้วยองค์ปัญญานี้ไม่ส่งกระแสออกไปก่อนนามธาตุใดๆไม่ส่งกระแสออกไปก่อนรูปธาตุใดๆจงแจ้งในความบริสุทธิ์ตนจงมาเป็นจิตพุทธะมาเรื่องว่าวิชาความรู้นี้ให้สลายมาละลายไปสิ้นให้คนทุกคนได้แจ้งกับธรรมนี้ให้ธรรมนี้จงโด่งดังไปทั่วทุกพื้นที่ในโลกใบนี้โดยฉับพลันเธอสาธุสาธุสาธุ Buddha nature from the source of wisdom spread far and wide to reach the consciousness of all spiritual guides, leaders of nations and leaders in all domains across the world. Come forth and listen to the Dhamma Master Tira, the nameless monk. Let us unite as one, declaring our resolution to meditate